Hey guys, Rachele here with Amethyst Ascension. If you are new here, welcome. And if you are returning, thank you so much for joining me again. So today I am doing something that I don't normally do, and I thought I would maybe try. I've watched a few people do this, well, quite a few people do this, and it's actually pretty interesting. And I have found that I discover new things because of it. So I thought, you know what? Let everybody know what I have been doing. In September, and not really my favorites, but what I was up to in September. So let's see, to start off with, what books have I been reading? So I'm about a fourth way through this book. Started this in September, Finding Your Elven Heart, Working with the Inner Realm of the She by Soren Haug. And so far, this is really good. I'll actually end up doing maybe a review if I feel like it, when I'm done with it. Another one, and I'm trying not to make this be like super long, but still kind of let you know what I've been up to. The Sophia Code. You guys know I've been reading this one for a long time. I slowed down because I don't want to do it all at once. I wanted to do it in steps. And also because I kind of like took August and September off a little bit. But I did finish. I've got one more key code left for this. And then I'm done with this book, which is I'm almost done with it. I'm here. So I just finished with Kuan Yin, which was so good, just bawling like a baby. It was impactful, let's put it that way. Another book that I have been reading is the Tarot Activity book, which I absolutely... Sorry, I had to pause it just for a minute. Which I absolutely love. I think that this is fabulous. And as I'm reading through it, which I just did, and I'll put it, a card up here now. I just did the Tarot Haiku exercise, a video for that, showing that a few days ago. So I figured I'm going to end up doing some more of these for you guys to see, but I highly recommend this book for anybody that wants to really dive into not just tarot, but how you associate with tarot. And at the same time, I feel like it's shadow work also, because it's about knowing thyself. So, also, Journaling the Tarot Evolutions, also by Andy Matzner. I've been going through this because I started my journaling again, which I will show you just briefly. Oops, I'm sorry about that. I also, let me see, where's the books? I also finished The Convoluted Universe by Dolores Cannon. And I'm about a third or fourth of the way into The Convoluted Universe 2, the second book. And I finished in August The Custodians, also by Dolores Cannon. So, those are the books. The shows that I watched and finished in September would be two that I could really recall that were like big impacts. One was Manifest. I had seen that several times, the previews for it or whatever, or the advertisement for it. I just never watched it. And then I decided to watch it, and I love to binge. So every night when I go to bed, I will binge, depending on how long I end up staying awake, one or two episodes or... So I really enjoyed that. That was like three seasons, I believe. And then my husband and I binged watched from the very beginning Yellowstone. So that one was really good too. And now I'm just like waiting for the next ones. I hate the waiting game. That's why I love to let at least shows that I watch get a few seasons in. That way I can binge, because it just, I don't know. There's something about binging a show. It just seems more impactful to me. So let's see. What decks did I receive in September? And that would be, I think I got them all here. Let's see. The Deviant Moon, which I already showed. The Triomphe Della Lune. Landback Tarot. And the guidebook. And also the Oracle of Colonization. This was, I didn't pay for it in September, but I received it. It was a Kickstarter. Botanical Inspirations, and these three. So, which I did do, you know, like a deck haul for these, but they're so gorgeous, and they have the meanings on the back, or write-ups about them on the backs of the cards. So this one is the Fauna Inspirations, which are illumination cards. The cardstock is phenomenal. I was inspired by Dawn Michelle of the channel Boho Tarot. Then I also got, because they were, you could buy all three of their decks, or you could buy the mini ones, but I really wanted these. I'm starting to really like the ones that have the meanings on the back much better, especially when we're talking about Oracle, because it's not expected, especially when you have as many Oracle decks. I have as many, if not more, Oracle decks than I do Tarot. It's not expected for me to memorize all of them, so I like having the resources right there. Nature-inspired Flora Healing. Same beautiful cardstock, stuff on the back, and the images, like watercolor images, just beautiful. And then the Fantastic Beings, nature-inspired manifestation cards, and these ones were restorative cards, and the first ones were illumination cards. I just love these. I just think they're so gorgeous and really insightful. So these were all new ones that I received in September. And sorry, those are my dogs. Get out of there. Getting into stuff as usual. These also inspired by Dawn Michelle. Dawn Michelle made me do it. No, she didn't make me do it, but she definitely inspired me to do it. And I love herbal stuff. I cannot help myself. Floral, botanical. These cards are so beautiful. So insightful. Beautiful for putting into journals as well. Especially a beautiful botanical themed junk journal. Oh my goodness gracious, yes. So, and the Triomphe Della Lune, or Della Luna, is one that I had been also wanting for quite some time, and I never did it, and I finally just said, okay, I'm going to do it. Especially because I had got the Deviant Moon early in September, and this did not follow long after that. It just took a little bit longer to get here, but both by Patrick Valenza. And I actually had been wanting this, or going back and forth, and I really liked the artwork. I really liked it. And then this came along, and this is a Marseille, and so yeah, I mean, I love that. This is the second Marseille deck that I have, and I'm just in love with it. So I might have to read one of the books that I have. Start reading that in October to go along with this. What is it? I can't remember the name of it offhand. By, gosh, I can't even remember her name either. I'm so terrible. Sorry. I'm not used to doing these kind of videos, so it's kind of like all over the place. Amelia Ellis, or Camellia Ellis, I think is the book. Tarot. It's about Marseille. So I have that upstairs. I want to start reading that. I had started reading it a little bit, but I had not really finished it. I just started it and was too preoccupied with other things. So those were all of the decks that I got in September. Now, what decks have I been working with in September? So I've been working with Tarot of the Abyss, Deviant Moon, Dreams of Gaia. That's another one that I just started reading the book, making myself familiar with the system because it's different. And I love it. I love it. So I started working with that in September. The Earthly Souls and Spirits Oracle. I started working with that, but I'll probably still work with this through October. I mean, it is the season of the witch, right? So, I love this. Oh my gosh. I love this deck. It is so stunning. I even love the backs. So, yep. Sorry about that. I had to pause yet again. My animals. All right, so I also worked with Tarot of the She. I also worked with Lightseers. My actual... Well, I did work with this because I have been going through the videos that Lisa from Supportive Tarot, she was doing on the beginner series, and like the keywords and all that. I thought that was really, really good. It's not that I don't know the meanings. I do. But I like seeing other people's perspectives on stuff and to broaden my own, right? I feel like I'm always ready to learn, willing to learn, to grow and expand myself. What is this? Wildwood I've also been working with. Definitely feels like this time of year to me. Autumn. Of course, I've been also working with the Everyday Witch. I love this deck. I've also been working with... You're probably thinking, how can you work with that many decks when you see how many spreads and stuff I've done? And that's not all of them. I've been working with the Bonestone and Earthflesh. I love this deck so much. This was the deck that I did my year ahead spread with. So this is the one that I have been using in my tarot journal all along. The Rune Odyssey Oracle, or the Runic Odyssey Oracle. I've been working with this. Just not really too much with this. I mean, I went through it. I started reading the little stuff. Or is there any little stuff in this? I can't remember, actually. Damn it. Okay, no, there isn't. So I didn't start reading any little stuff with that. But I did start going through it. This one I worked with, the Botanical. I love this deck so much, I cannot even tell you. And I did work with these as well. So, let me make sure. What else? Oh, I didn't bring it down, but I also worked with the Druid Craft. Okay, I think that's it. I think that's it. So those are the decks that I have been working with thus far. And also because I'm feeling the inspiration of the season and the botanical stuff. I'm just loving it. And after doing the Home and Hearth, I started looking through those decks and I'm like, oh my gosh, I love these decks. So I started pulling some of those out. All right. So other things that I worked on. I worked a little bit on this. I am going to keep the Celtic Cross, but I'm going to do a better layout with bigger wording and stuff like that for the Celtic Cross, because it is probably the most popular when you do shows and stuff like that, or to have people choose from. I like having certain spreads out that I have connected with thus far, and if I find value in them and like doing them, then there's a good chance that those would be the kind of readings that I would, be better at, just because I connect with them differently or better. So that's the kind of stuff that I would like to offer for other people when doing readings for, or just when I'm doing readings for myself, yada, yada, yada. I am going to put a table of contents in here once this is all done. But I did work on this a little bit more. And I did create a new spread about 5-6 days ago and put that in here. I will be also showing you the spread in another book that I did with this. This is probably going to be a little bit longer. I apologize, but I can't get through everything, in a short period of time. But I will be putting this PDF in the Amethyst Ascension group. The link will be down below in the description if you would like to obtain this particular spread. Now, I did create this spread using the spread machine. Actually, I didn't... where is it? Oh, I used... I think I used the... Which one did I use? Change Your Quest, I can't remember. But I used those cards. Oh, I used this one. Okay, so the Change one, I used this deck. The Change. Or Quest, sorry. So, all 6 of those I got from different cards, like the Compass. Where are you? The Sidekick, and then chose one. Cursed. But yeah, I just love this deck. So this is another deck that I am utilizing because I love creating spreads. So they help me to keep it more focused, I would say, because I see so many options in the decks that it makes it easier for me to channel, to focus on the message. So what else? So yes, okay, that's as far as I've gotten in this. Let me see. I did end up putting this. This is a Book of Shadows. This is another book that I've been doing that I got. I love the quality of this. I actually bought it like a year ago. I never used it. So I started putting this month, because I started journaling again this month, some of my spreads and or introspection with a card, and how that brought on other things. Autumn Weave spread. The decks that I used the Angels and Ancestors Oracle. That's right. This is another one that Dawn Michelle inspired me to do, and I did that on the 23rd. And this is the Reaching Goal spread, and I used this particular card, or these cards, for that spread and put it in here. And that's the last one that I put in to a Book of Shadows. But Let me get those out of the way. I also, here is my actual tarot journal. Like I said, that I started. They're not perfect. It's not perfect. You know, a lot of personal introspection each month, which I didn't bring it, but I'll show you. So this is kind of like layering for the moment, but showing you some of the things that I do each month when I'm putting together what I like to have in my working journals. So here is something that I had created showing the Western astrology and the real sky, and I really do follow real sky. For me, it's hard to use this when I know that that's not truly what's in the sky anymore. It was when it was created, but that's not the actual energy. Do I think it's still legit within its own system? Sure I do. But it's just not right for me. Because I know that that's not, if I were to look in the telescope, this is what's really in the sky, not that. So I created that. My numerology, these are all of my main 5 numbers in numerology, and what each one of those numbers is supposed to represent, like the birthday number, life path number, the soul urge number, expression number, and personality number. And these are all my numbers for all those. And so I created all these things and put them into my happy planner. And then here's what each one of those in a small, you know, like condensed worksheet. This is what each one of those numbers represents. So like, for instance, I'll just give you for instance, my personality number. This number reveals powerful insight into your character, quirky personality traits, and the unique ways in which you relate to others. You'll discover what your friends, lovers, and or strangers really think of you. And mine is a 9. So 9, kind, wise, experienced, spiritual, sacrificial, compassionate, accepting, humanitarian, and aware. So that's one aspect. That's like, and then like life path number. Most people have heard of like life path number. I'm an 8. And it says this number reveals upcoming challenges and lessons that you're meant to learn in this life, as well as unexplored opportunities and endless possibilities to change your life for the better. So there are different numbers that represent different things. And so I have that in my journal. Then this is a little breakdown of the different angels for each one of the 12 months. And we're now in October. So that is Barbiel. He's also the ruler of the zodiacal sign Scorpio. Also, he is the angel of compassion. September, he was the angel of September is Zuriel. And he is also the ruler of the zodiacal sign Libra. He is the divine ruler of the order of principalities. His name means my rock is God, and he is the guardian angel of newborn infants. So there you go. I also have it broke down for the days of the week. Monday. So today being Monday when I'm recording this, Monday's angel is Archangel Gabriel, ruler of the moon, Moon Day. Archangel Gabriel is the angel of magic and prophecy. If you are born on a Monday, you are meant to use your intuition to a higher degree than average. Even if you are not directly involved in psychic work, this is also the angel to call on for help with understanding your dreams. Gabriel's colors are white, silver, and copper. You can use the crystals selenite, moonstone, and carnelian to connect with Gabriel. The main scent or essential oil or incense is jasmine. So just a little rundown for each one of those, which, by the way, I was born on a Saturday. So and that's just Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And then we go into, which I've already put my September away. I keep them in another one just in case I need to go back for anything. So I usually do this. So I have like the weekly angels, then this angel, on and on. you know, they're for that particular time. So that's what you see. All these numbers that are circled, though, that's my personal energy for that day, numerological energy. So I would also go back to this little chart. So let's see, what is today's energy? Today's energy is, today's the 4th, right? So it's a 9 energy, because my energy for the month, even though October is an energy of 1, because 10 breaks down to 1, my actual number, my energy, personal monthly energy for October is 5, because my yearly number is 4. The universal number for the year is 5, but my actual personal number is 4. So you add the 1 from October, and that makes my 5. Now, in order to get my personal number for each day, it would go by like, so 1 plus 5 is 6, and on and on and on all the way. And you have your, 1 through 9 numbers in numerology. So then let's say, for instance, if I'm doing spell work, or I have an event coming up or something like that, then I will look at the day's energy and see what that means for me. So today is a 9. So 9 energy. Kind, wise, experienced, spiritual, sacrificial, compassionate, accepting, humanitarian, and aware. So today is a day of perhaps knowledge, trying to remember to always be accepting of others and compassionate, and maybe do some spiritual work, maybe sacrificial, in order to like give up my time in order to help somebody else, just being in a state of awareness. These days, this particular day is a better day for aspecting that kind of thing. That's the way I see it. So I have all that. I also have the new moon put in there, the first quarter, the third quarter, the full moon, what it's in new sky, or in real sky, it's actually on the 6th, in 2 days, going to be a new moon in Virgo. And in Pisces, it is different than the actual Western. So I actually print out what the new moon is going to be. This is what's astrologically going on. So we're in Virgo. The sun is in Virgo, because we're truly in the sun right now. If you were looking into a telescope, is in the zodiac sign of Virgo, not Libra. So the sun is actually in Virgo. Mars is in Virgo. The moon is going to be in Virgo. And Mercury is retrograde in Virgo. So there's significance to that. Plus, within this period, because I also printed off the full moon, and we're still in Virgo, and Mars is going to be in Virgo still. Mercury is coming out of retrograde by the full moon. So I have that information, and several are coming out of retrograde before we get to the full moon, which is on the 20th, which is Pluto goes direct on the 6th, also the same day as the full or the new moon. Saturn goes direct on the 10th. Jupiter goes direct on the 18th, and Mercury goes direct on the 18th. So all before the new moon or the full moon on the 20th. So these are all the things that I have in my particular planning guide, just starting off the month, so I know like a rundown of what to expect, and or what kind of energies, universal energies and or personal energies, I can focus on, depending on what I'm going through, yada, 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 So there you have it. I also wrote down what the 5 means for my month of October. Challenges, adventure, change, innovation, risk, freedom, conflict. So I might have these underlining issues to look out for and or to utilize in the month of October. And when I did and I got all these numbers, well, not the numbers, but I got the card and the rune when I did my year ahead spread. Sorry. Okay, hopefully he's done barking. When I did my year ahead spread last October. So like last month, the Emperor was my card. So I just did a couple images, wrote down. Now let me show you. This is where this book comes in handy. From Andy Matzner. So you look up, oh, and I turn right to it. So what he's done in this book, which is brilliant, and if you want to actually really dig into, or need help, I should say, not everybody needs this, but I personally do. You want to dig a little bit deeper with the journaling, because I've never been super good at journaling. These focus on each particular card and then give you like several different prompts or questions to ask yourself regarding that particular card. So for the Emperor alone, there was, what, 59 or 60? Yeah, 59 different questions. So I actually focused on a few of them, you know, for myself. And that's what I did for the month. And then wrote down, you know, the new moon information, the full moon information, because I also in September did a full moon, which is not in here either. I did a full moon spread for Pisces, and I did 2 new moon spreads, one for Leo and one for Virgo, because Leo was the real sky. However, Virgo, there was so much Virgo energy on the new moon last month as well. And then the dates, and then that was my card and my rune for September. Then we go into the weekly, and I did not even start journaling until around the middle of September. So this is my first one. This is the actual spread that I did. I used the Tarot of the Abyss. This is my second week doing my tarot spread. Then I stopped and did a Celtic Cross about me going forward with a business with my sister, and this was the results. And then the last week, and going into the next month, of which there's personal stuff in there. But anyways, that's my tarot journal thus far. But so as you can see, I did a lot of tarot. I do a lot of tarot, like every single day. So what else? Oh, well, on the 26th, I went with my mom and my sister and 2 of my nieces to a psychic fair. I had never been to a psychic fair before. And I got my aura photo done. And there it is. I thought that was so cool. So she also gave a pamphlet for you to understand what everything means. So on this side, it's the expressing self outward, how others perceive me, and my recent past. So it's my energy going out. And then everything on this side is what I am actually feeling and what you are creating for yourself in the near future. So it's my energy in. So she talked about how all these things that you see up here, these are like spirit guides. Mine is like yellow with some orange. I have some violet down here. So what I'm putting out is violet. What I'm pulling into me and how I'm actually feeling is about healing, which is so true, because I have not really been feeling like doing tons of social media, or I'm still doing it, but not at the same rate that I had been doing it. I just have been emotionally and spiritually just friggin' exhausted, tired, burn out. So I have been taking time for doing things like this for myself. And going and doing things with my family. But so the yellow, happy, magnetic personality, spontaneous, counselor slash helper, friendly, likes harmony, analytical, problem solving, thanks a lot, likes learning and knowledge, and competitive. Well, that sounds about right. That sounds about right. So the green is healing or healer. Teacher helps others, balancing or growth period, possible change, strong values, hardworking, ambitious, driven, to fix or improve, firmness, intention. Yep, all of the above. And then this right here, the violet, which is what I'm expressing self outward, is psychic ability, intuitive, magical, manifester, deep spiritual understanding. Well, there's a bunch of it. I just thought it was really, really cool. So my sister got it done. And the funny thing is, Carla and we both are Life Path 8. We both are INFJs, Myers-Briggs personalities. And we are like 16 months apart. And Carla's image was almost mirror my image. I mean, everything except for her green was on this side, my green was on the other. When the lady handed them to us, because I got this for my sister and I got it for my mom. I got it for my sister because my sister just had a birthday in September, the end of September. So I got it for her birthday and then as a gift for my mom. But Carla's was almost the opposite. She says, "Are you guys twins?" She goes, "Are you guys twins? Because you guys are like mirror images of each other." I was like, whatever. Carla and I both just started laughing. It's funny. So, but hers was almost identical to mine. And my mom's was all like blue and purple, like all this. And she had some white in there too. My mom's like all these. So that was really cool. Really, really cool. It was a fun experience. I would love to, in the future, be able to, when I open up a shop, be able to offer, aura readings and stuff like that. That would be excellent. It's kind of pricey, so it's not anything I can do at the moment, but it's like $5,000 or $6,000, I think, for it to be able to do it. So I've got some research to do and, all that kind of stuff. So what else? Oh, the other thing that I have been doing in a big way is Elder Scrolls Online. I've been playing video games, guys. And I have been kicking some major ass. I am like, if you play Elder Scrolls Online, there is like a level that you get up to, and then you have like champion points. And I am at like almost 250 champion points at the highest level that you can go. And I never would have thought I would enjoy something like that. But it is so fun. I mean, it's just a lot of fun. It's a way to like kind of decompress, because if you know anything about me, I don't usually do anything half-assed. I'm like all in. It's like all in or not at all, right? So there are times that I've just taken so much information and I'm reading this and reading that and watching this and watching that and, doing tons of introspection and shadow work, and that I just like melt. I just have a meltdown, or just like need time to just like decompress, because I overwhelm myself. I am my own worst enemy because I don't know how to like moderate myself, kind of thing. So that's what I've been doing. I have been trying to step back a little bit and not do as much online, not as much consuming of social media and stuff like that, but wanting to do more soul searching, more learning myself, that kind of introspection. And I want to share one last thing too. I did get this from the Dollar Tree. Is that so cute? I got 2 of them. A buck. I love it. But I got this. I bought this for myself. Also in September. It is a fairy goddess. And it was made by the beautiful Summer of Astrology Sun. And I absolutely love her. And she sits on my bedside table next to me. And I love that she's amethyst because I have lots of amethyst on my bedside table too to help me with, like, my dreams and stuff like that. Oh yeah, that's another thing I forgot to show you guys. Also something that stopped for me. And what's funny is it started up for me again when I started doing the journaling again. I started journaling on the 12th of September, and I had several dreams. I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 dreams. Like, that were very interesting. One dream that I had on the 23rd about a certain person, I found out a few days later, is actually going through, she's in hospice right now because she's probably not going to last much longer. She's a family member. So she was making her transition, and I had a dream about her. And I found that out when I was talking with my mom and all them when we went to the psychic fair. So one thing about my dreams is I get like premonitions. Sometimes I don't know how they unfold until it actually happens, and then I see it. But yeah, so that's just another, I don't want to get into the details of what's happening with her or in my dream, but they're definitely connected. So anyways, I hope you have enjoyed this. If you like me doing these, let me know. If I rambled on too much, let me know. So thank you for spending this time. If you made it all the way to the end, you are awesome. Thank you so much. I love you guys. And, it's the season of the witch. Happy October. Talk to you soon.